fun, sciencey, Halloweeny kind of stuff. We're going to start out first with building an animal. Which one is an insect? The spider or the grasshopper cricket thing? Which one? Spider. Okay. A lot of folks get it confused. We're going to build one today and hopefully you'll be able to remember. All right, the biggest part of a spider, is it the top or the bottom? The top. Big part of a spider. It is on the bottom and it's called the abdomen. Can you say that for me? Abdomen. Okay, you have something really big on your plate. What is it? A cookie. Let's pretend that that is our abdomen. So put that on the center of your plate. A spider has a head. What do you think is going to be the head on your plate? The gumdrop. Good. Okay, set up your gumdrop. That is called the cephalothorax. Okay, repeat after me. Cephalothorax. Cephalothorax. Isn't that a big, fun, giant word? Okay. On his head, some spiders can have like 8, 16, 32 eyes. If you notice on your gumdrop, it has lots of little pieces of sugar. That's why I picked a gumdrop because there's so many little dots on there that it can be like a bunch of eyes. Teeth. What do they call teeth, though? Good note.
What do snakes have? What do snakes have?
Fangs. Fangs. Spiders actually have fangs. You should have 2 little bitty pieces of candy. Actually, I think there's 4, at least 4. Put those up there at the top. On the bottom, on the abdomen, there's 2 more things that come out. Put the other 2 pieces of the little nerds and little candies in the very back of a spider, on the back of his abdomen. Be sure it's on the back of his abdomen right here. Those are called spinnerets. Can you say that for me? Spinnerets. And spinnerets are where the what comes out? What do you think? Nope.
The web.
What comes out?
The web.
The web, okay? They build a web. And they make that own silky stuff in their body, and they build their web, and it comes out of the back of their body. I think that is so cool. I would love to be able to have a string and just and shoot it out and go somewhere. Now, an insect has 3 legs on one side, and arachnid has 4 legs on one side. So 4 pretzels here, and 4 pretzels here. 4 on one side, 4 on the other. And when it is built, you should have built yourself a spider. We get to have some bubbling brew.
Pass it down.
Inside this container is dish detergent and a piece of fabric. I'm going to come by and put a piece of dry ice inside your container. It's colder than your freezer. It's negative 110. Okay, this is frozen carbon dioxide. I can't touch it with my hands because it will feel like it's burning. And what it'll actually do is kind of like rip skin off. I don't want to do that. Okay, so when this comes to your table and I drop it in, that's what it's going to do, but don't stick your hand inside that cup. Okay, it'll bubble over to the top. It's called sublimating. Can you say that for me? Sublimating. Because this is a solid and it automatically turns into a gas. And what happens is the dry ice feels like it's been dropped into a volcano because it needs things to be negative 110. Is it negative 110 in here? No. Not at all. But this needs things to be negative 110. You're going to take your piece of fabric. We've got to be sure that it's all gooeyed up. We're going to run it across the top. And it's going to make a film on the top if I can.
It smells like baby.
Water with the ice is, all right? It's got to be warm water.
Oh my god, 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 oh my
But I don't want you to pour so much that the cup spills over with water.
7 years ago, our mothers brought forth in this county a new school, conceived in diversity and dedicated to the proposition that all boys and girls are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great academic war, testing whether our school can long endure and ultimately succeed. We have come to dedicate our classrooms as a proving ground for those who gave of themselves that this school might live. But we cannot dedicate nor can we consecrate these halls. The brave founders, board members, administrators, and teachers who struggled here have already consecrated it. It is for us, the students, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. We here highly resolve that these teachers shall not have taught in vain, and that government of the students, by the students, and for the students shall not perish from the Sallie B. Howard School.
Get ready, 4th, 5th, and middle school boys and girls. It's time to elect your officers for the Sallie B. Howard School 2011-2012 Student Government Association. Who will be the next president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, historian, sergeant at arms, senators, and homeroom representatives? Will it be you?
If I were president.
If I were president. If I were president. If I were president. If I were president.
If I were king of the forest.
If I were president, I make sure that Sallie B. Howard develops a presence in the community, and I come up with ways that students can reach out and give back.
If I were president, I make sure that Sallie B. Howard is a safe environment and that bullying comes to an end. I make sure that Sallie B. Howard is a beautiful place to work and learn and play. Also, I start a recycling campaign immediately.
I make sure that all Sallie B. Howard students were celebrated regardless of their colors, race, or religion.
I had every Sallie B. Howard student understand that reading is not only fundamental, but fun.
I'd command each thing, be it fish or fowl, with a woof and a woof and a royal growl.
If I
Elections will be Thursday morning, November 10th, and results will be announced that afternoon. We want you.